What is up, XRP family? Thank you very much for tuning in with this great video where we have a lot of things to talk about. Here we can see, guys, XRP is at $3.2, went to retest this level and then shot up instantly to 3.3. As you can see, we are not making any jokes. Everyone is bullish. XRP looks like it could take off to double digits, finally, something we have been waiting for a long time. Now, why is it still not happening? There are a lot of factors, guys, and remember, the last bits are the most difficult, right? So let's tune in. Ripple's ready to compete at all levels. XRP fanboy, let's take a look at this, because this is where they talk about Swift and how important it is for companies to actually adopt XRP.
Around Swift, I think there's a world where we both, coexist. Our customers really just want to be able to send money instantly, cost effectively around the globe, and whether or not that's using blockchain technology or other tools, really we just need to be able to enable a better customer experience. And what we've seen from an industry perspective is this heightened interest in stablecoins, because stablecoins really do solve that problem. And the nature of blockchain technology is it's truly global, and that's really kind of the benefit from a customer experience perspective. Now, more broadly speaking,
she's basically saying that it doesn't matter what they're using. It's just about we need to serve our clients. What do clients want? Clients want to move money as efficient as possible and as fast as possible and as cheap as possible. So when you think about this, isn't it just inevitable that XRP is going to actually take over everything? Because whether you like it or not, Ripple is a real company. There is not a lot like that in this cryptocurrency world, guys. So again, we can see what the future holds.
Solving the cross-border payment challenge has enabled us to build digital asset infrastructure that we're now banks and financial institutions such as SocGen Forge, BBVA are leveraging that technology really to build their own business. And continued evolution of regulation will only further that business model for us.
Yeah, well, if you're looking at things like stable coins, now Ripple has a stable coin. Is this something that the company as a whole are focusing on?
Well, I think the Ripple stablecoin, really was born on the back of our customers asking for it. So we know that stablecoins are fantastic in payment products, and we built a global payments network that leverages the Ripple stablecoin. And secondly, we are the largest builder on the XRP ledger, and stablecoins are a requirement from an on and off ramp perspective to be able to enter that ecosystem. And so we saw an opportunity beyond kind of use case driven, but also the opportunity to bring to market a most compliant stablecoin. We've seen kind of significant traction from that stablecoin perspective, which is extremely exciting. Of course, we're still early, but we're exceptionally excited about how things are trending from that perspective.
RLUSD is going to change so many things, guys, and it's already changing a lot of things. As you can see, again, they built it not just because they wanted to compete with Tether or other things. They just built it because it was asked from the clients. People needed that, to have something where they can instantly change into a stablecoin and not take any risks. Now, again, things are really in front of your eyes, guys. If you don't want to listen, it's really your problem, but you're losing on generational wealth. It's happening to finance. It's happening across sectors, across industries, and across the world. It's happening with Ripple. They are literally telling you in front of your eyes, New York, Trump building. Like, how can people not see this? Guess who says it? XRP is about to explode. Now, there are a lot of things going on with this document over here. Some people say that it's not real, and some people say it's real. I do not know what to trust. Now let's take a look. United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Final judgment and order of dismissal. This is the dismissal of the SEC lawsuit that has been taking for a very long time, right? Upon consideration of the joint stipulation of dismissal filed by Plaintiff Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and defendant Ripple Labs, and the court having previously entered its opinion, an order dated July 15, 2023 and the subsequent remedies order dated July 31, 2024, and finding that no further issues remain for adjudication. This action is hereby dismissed with prejudice pursuant of Federal Rule of Civil Procedure. So basically what this means is that Ripple won the lawsuit and it is dismissed. We didn't have that order yet. This is Annalisa Torres. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is not real because there are typical errors in here, right? Again, I do not know what to trust. Jack the Ripper has said XRP has been officially listed as a commodity under the CFTC event. Now again, here we can see Exhibit B, the contract specifications set forth below will appear in the rulebook as 13.43 XRP cryptocurrency event contracts. So all of this means that XRP is now a commodity and is not a security, right? Which is never was. Payout criterion. The payout criterion for each contract will be set by exchange at the time of event contracts are initially issued. For the XRP event contracts, the payout criteria for the contracts will be set as forth below or updated on the exchange's trading system. Now, this tells us a lot of things are happening and moving in the right direction though. So again, this guy is saying fake news because of these errors in orders. So again, this might be fake news, guys. I do not know. Count the zeros. There are 6. So we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. David is wearing a gold covering his head. David is in the only picture. The message is put the 1 before the 6 zeros and you get 1 million. That, my friend, equals 1 million. That's the value given to XRP being gold banked or covered. Notice the other side is blank. That is the old fiat system. Thanks, David. Could David be really saying all of these things with just one picture? We do not know. David gives us a lot of things to think about, especially in his tweets. So I am not sure what this means. What I know for sure is that many times he's just trolling. And he knows what's going on the internet because he's on the internet, guys. Make no mistake. Again, BlackRock isn't stupid. Confirming plans to launch an XRP ETF would send the asset price soaring. Chess, not checkers, people. In other words, they would be very careful before doing something like this. And when this happens, XRP will not remain the same price. But slowly but surely, this is something that is definitely coming. Again, wow, Ripple is taking over NYC. Here you can see it's happening in NYC and wherever you're going, crypto blockchain, it's happening around the world with Ripple, right? And we have shown you that Ripple is easily taking over right now. They have the money, they have the clients, they have everything. They have the system. Breaking news, Walmart is now accepting XRP as a payment. Again, I do not know if this is true. I have not seen any reliable source. But again, you have to think about this. All of this begins with rumors, and then we end up believing those rumors because then we can see official documents that price is actually appreciating what is happening. And now we can see XRP ETF. A lot of people are talking about it, right? And the thing is, it will happen, but when, you will see it in the price. BlackRock Directors of Digital Assets is speaking at Ripple Swell. This changes everything for XRP holders. BlackRock has no plans to launch an XRP ETF until they realize how much demand there will be. If they can make money from one, and they will launch one. It's really that simple, right? A lot of rumors are going on, guys. This is not just something small. The SEC has approved the Bitwise ETF and XRP is in. So there is so many things going on right now that we do not know which way this will go. The only thing I know is that XRP will not remain on a low price for long. The XRP criticism is getting out of hand. Let's focus on the facts. Up 440% in 9 months. Ripple lawsuit victory. Stablecoins, ROUSD, USDC live. EVM sidechain live, plus 100 million. 19 different spot XRP ETF filings. Ignore the noise, know what you hold. According to Raul GMI, XRP is the moron trade. Translation, he didn't get his discount VC allotment. Interesting, guys.
People are going to buy XRP and Doge and Cardano, whether you like it or not, because they're cheap. In the absolute term of how much you pay for a token, so people will do that. The alt layer ones that are getting absolute network adoption, Solana, Sui, few others, great. And then somewhere in the middle, we'll see what happens. But I think the middle part is the harder play. Hey, I've got this DeFi token that could be amazing. That's pretty hard. There's some idiot-proof ones, which is big layer ones that get adoption go up a lot and they're less risky. And the moron trade, which is always a good one, which is just buy the cheapest thing on the top 10.
The moron trade. I like that.
Well, look at it. In fact, I'm going to show you the moron trade now. And I'm not saying that these are moronic and people are moronic for owning them. I'm talking about when retail come in, what do they look at? Hold on. Where do I get? Okay, I'm just going to share this. Welcome to crypto. Oh my God, Bitcoin. I can't buy that. It's $116,000. I can barely afford lunch. Ethereum, well, that's pretty expensive. Oh, but XRP, I've heard about that. I saw some videos on YouTube. It's $3. BNB, well, I don't really know what that one is. Solana, $175. Oh, but Doge, Elon likes Doge. It's 22 cents. And Cardano, I've seen tons of videos. It's 78 cents. You can see what happens because we've all done it too.
See, and this is what I want to tell you guys, because this is what's going to happen. When people look at the prices, they will see that XRP is dirt cheap and what it can do. So what are they going to do? They're going to buy XRP. It's number 3 in market cap. This is what happens when retail comes in. They just look very simply and they pick the cheapest one that they can afford at that time. So buckle up, guys. It's really going to happen right now. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Cheers.